can go big with Ego Live.
All right, let's see what's going on in this energy. All right, this is a 7-day forecast. All right, if you are interested in a 7-day forecast, all right, those readings are 2020. All right, let's see what's happening in your energy for Friday. All right, let's see what's happening in your energy come Friday. All right, so receiving. You're getting ready to receive, all right? Vacay, relationship, new life starting, 24 hours. Someone is passing away after you come together, losing their strength. All right, so my name is Ara, the Healing Empress, a.k.a. the Fly Goddess, all right? Somebody is passing away when you and a particular person come together. All right, again, this is not everyone's story. All right, somebody is passing away after you come together with someone. All right, I'm hearing this person that's passing away. There's an uncle here and a cousin. I'm hearing that these people that are passing away are people who try to come against you. All right, these are people who did not want to see whatever this is coming together. All right, there's a new beginning getting ready to happen. Somebody's ready to have a new baby. There's a new relationship here. It's a time of giving and receiving. All right, giving and receiving. All right, so somebody regrets not listening to their inner self. All right, somebody regrets not listening to their higher self. All right, somebody was in their ego about a situation. All right, tell me about this receiving and this relationship and this vacay. All right, judgment is here. All right, you're getting ready to relocate, move into a new home. You got wishes coming true. All right, so it's something big that's getting ready to happen that's going to jumpstart something new. All right, I feel like this is piggybacking off of another read. All right, you're going to be receiving some sort of communication. All right, and I feel like as soon as you get this communication, you are leaving within 24 hours of that communication. All right, you are leaving. Oh, hold on, y'all, my fucking eye is itching. All right, so you are leaving after some sort of communication is coming in. All right, let's see here. Get ready to be stable, because you're getting ready to be stable. You're getting ready to receive something. All right, so whenever you receive this, I'm hearing that you're not even waiting. Some of y'all won't even wait 24 hours. All right, it's something about you getting on. All right, there's joy in leaving. Whatever this is, there's joy in you leaving. All right, there, or you're getting some sort of joy in leaving something behind. All right, and walking into this new life. All right, this new life. All right, so 24 hours after receiving some sort of information. All right, somebody could have been doing some fraud workings. All right, a sister is significant, a daughter is significant as well, or aunt. All right, somebody is ready to commit to you. Somebody's ready to give you your flowers. All right, I just feel like somebody is ready to. Damn, there's a lot of people involved here. Aunt, brother, all these people are cricket, baby mother. All of these people were working to come against you and whoever this person is. I feel like God is getting ready to make an example out of someone. All right, God is getting ready to show people how they can't touch you at all. All right, not through this masculine. All right, or through you. All right, when it comes to this masculine. All right, for that side as well. You're getting ready to sign a lease. You're getting ready to move away. It's people going to jail. All right, you're moving in with someone ASAP. I told you, within the next 24 hours. All right, so and the 24 hours of you hearing this message, all right, you could be finding out some information about moving as well. All right. Just a lot of signs and synchronicities about moving. All right. Betrayed you, broke your trust. All right. A lot of you are finding out that, people been doing spell work behind you. All right. So that you will not receive. All right. This relaxation, this vacay, a receiving of anything. All right. You have people behind the scenes wanting to stop you from being able to do so. All right. Somebody is scared that you are leaving them for somebody else. So I feel like somebody else is straightening up their acts. All right. There's a I ain't here wealth. There's some sort of wealth coming in, wealth, prosperity coming in, a lot of joy. All right, there's a lot of joy getting ready to come in. Right, you'll give me them cards. There's give me them cards right here. Hold on, y'all. What's going on, y'all? Grab with two hands. All right, let's see here. All right, yeah, justice. You're getting justice for something that was done in the past, and maybe it's something that you don't know of. All right, but God is getting ready to gift you. Look at this shit. God is getting ready to gift you because you're on your divinity. All right, you're on your path, and you got a lot of people trying to make it difficult for you on your path. All right, look, health concerns. Health concerns. Spirit is saying trust your knowing. Health concern. What's going on, goddess of the mind? If you're going to be in the room, please tap the screen. All right. Trust and expectation. All right. You got to trust that something is getting ready to happen for you. What's wrong with weird ass bitches? All right. Let's see. All right, yeah, there's some sort of message that's coming towards you to balance things out. All right, and you got a lot of people watching you at this time. Love spell. You got a lot of people watching you because you got a lot of people who try to do some shit on you. All right, and somebody is upset. All right, because something is not working because you're coming together with this mature man. This also could be a mature man that was paying for spell work as well. All right, charity, generosity, and giving is here, rich girl. All right, unbothered is here. The veil and divination is here. All right, leadership and awakening. All right, so travel. Somebody is being awakened to something. All right, you're receiving some sort of lump sum and look, money and then you're being awakened to a situation. Hey, love. You're being awakened to a situation, all right? And this is bringing you good fortune, which is allowing you to be able to travel, all right? So Friday, you're going to be finding out something when it comes to relationship, receiving, all right? Some sort of funds that's getting ready to change things for you, all right? And if you are interested in a 7-day reading, all right? 7-day reading. And a 7-day forecast read, all right? My information is in the title, all right? Something is definitely coming to an end so that you can move forward, all right? As soon as you hear this communication, then it's like it's go time, all right? And not because it has to be, it's because you are so ready for this new beginning to happen that it's getting ready to start for you, all right? And that is your read, all right? See you later.